We've got the lights on then. Time for those 7 magic words. It's lights out, and away we go. It's a really good start by Lewis Hamilton. It's a good start by Magnussen, who's going to cross the Ferrari. How did they not touch? And it's now Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Rosberg goes in through past and Raikkonen. Oh, straight on goes Ericsson, and that's the Williams of, I think, Felipe Massa going off into the gravel. At the moment, as Hamilton, Rosberg part 2, and he's going to try out the inside again. Rosberg, he's got DRS, and this time Lewis Hamilton locks up as well as Nico Rosberg. Now, does that give Rosberg the chance to keep hold of the lead? Looks to me like it does as they move up the hill now. Hamilton just couldn't get the traction to fight right back, but he's now going to get the slipstream, and towards turn 4 we go. Towards the outside of the track, Hamilton is pushed. Rosberg makes his move around that right-hander. Hamilton now trying to fight back down the hill. This is where Rosberg went off on the first lap. This is where Hamilton on lap 19 regains the lead back again. Whoa! Here come the 2 Mercedes into turn 4. It's Rosberg and Hamilton going wheel to wheel. Is that Rosberg squeezing his way? Is that Hamilton squeezing his way? It's Hamilton just in the lead from Nico Rosberg. As on the ball with Nico Rosberg, into the first turn we go. Is this the lead now for Rosberg? Hamilton manages to stay ahead. There's no team orders going on the Mercedes.
Rosberg will be way quicker out of turn 2. He can get on the throttle, but Hamilton's covered the inside line. And those stinkier tyres for Rosberg giving him better traction too. Will he leave him any space?
He's gone off the track. He's gone completely off the track, Nico Rosberg, but he's certainly not given up yet. He now has to, as Hamilton slots back into the lead again. 5 laps to go. Hamilton, our race leader. Rosberg in second, gaining all the time. Little bit too far back, but he's going to go for it down the inside. Has he outbraked himself? Yes, he has. Lewis Hamilton comes back into the lead once more.
Going down to Mirabeau, Rosberg made a bit of a mistake, locked the brakes up and went down the slip road. That meant the yellow flags came out, and Lewis Hamilton was caught in those yellow flags, and in the end had to back off, so his lap was gone as well.
So yellow, turn 5. Yellow, turn 5.
That was very good of him. Very good.
Kimi down the inside on Kevin Magnussen. Oh no! The Finn and the Dane coming to an end.
These Pirellis are somewhat more durable than they were in 2012.
Okay, 45 laps. Felipe Massa made the tyres last. Look at that.
He went very deep into the hairpin, did Lewis Hamilton. I think he's lost the place.
They're loving the battle here. Yes, he has lost the place.
He went deep into the hairpin.
And he's coming back at his teammate now. Rosberg is the car ahead. Hamilton's the car that moves to the left-hand side. He lost out at the start of this straight. He takes back the place at the end of the straight. He does what his teammate did a few laps ago.
He's heading through.
Goes straight on. Rosberg takes the place back as Hamilton thinks, you know, it's not really worth taking this one to the stewards.
They were side by side. He didn't gain the place there. Oh, and he's smoking badly too. I was having smoking in the back of Hamilton's car.
I wonder if this is Lewis Hamilton retiring from this race in a few months, because there's still smoke there. He's locked his front left. Oh, Hamilton.
Brakes have failed. So it's his brakes then that have overheated.
And look, here comes Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Rosberg. Ricciardo takes the lead in Canada. Unbelievable. The Red Bull driver moves into the lead of a race that they came to Canada thinking they've got no chance of winning.
Verstappen, Vettel taking the right line.
Oh, Felipe Massa goes into the back of Sergio Perez, and that is a massive crash.
Oh, and he had to lift. Vettel had to lift.
Because he just went a little bit too wide himself, but he's still going for it, and this time he does want to get the job done going into Brooklands, but once again Fernando Alonso fights back and just will not give up this 5th place. Vettel now switches to the inside. Alonso, does he have to give up? They're going wheel to wheel, somehow not touching as they go round Woodcote and on towards Cox, where Alonso passed Vettel on the outside a few laps ago, and on the inside Sebastian Vettel gets it done this time. No man wanted to yield, and in the end, for this fight, Vettel
He did the
wins.
same thing again. He can't do that. If I don't move out of the way, it's launching me off the track.
Oh, crash! And it's Sergio Perez has hit the pit wall. Sergio Perez crashes out of the last corner, and we will definitely have safety car again. We could see another round of pit stops, and Sergio Perez hopefully okay. Daniel Ricciardo starts in 4th. He's got a little bit of a run going down towards the first corner. He's down the inside. Oh, and he outbreaks the Ferrari. He's got more grip. He holds the apex, and he makes it look so simple. Daniel Ricciardo has taken the lead.
And we watch once again the Kemmel Straight. Is Lewis Hamilton far enough ahead of his teammate to stay out of danger once more into the chicane?
Lewis was a little bit wide on the way into Eau Rouge, and it cost him. He had to get out of it at the top of the hill, and that's why he needs to go defensive. DRS not in play yet, but Hamilton hasn't got the grip that Rosberg has got.
Oh, and to be fair, Hamilton has actually got more of a
He's
front
got a
wing now.
puncture.
He's got a puncture, Lewis Hamilton. Nico Rosberg's lost a bit of front wing, and for the first time this season, we've seen the 2 Mercedes drivers coming together. Collision into the chicane. It's Hamilton who comes off worse.
I think Lewis has decided that it's Rosberg who can have that message to slow down. Rosberg's gone deep again.
That's the 2nd time in this race that Rosberg's gone deep. When he did it before, he was about 5 seconds clear. This time it's cost him the lead of the race. Lewis Hamilton takes over at Monza. Half a second was the gap at the end of the previous lap. Lap 28 starts, 0.3 of a second is now the gap between the 2 Mercedes. Splashing through the puddles, he can now pull to the side. Round the outside goes Lewis Hamilton. Into the lead goes Lewis Hamilton of the Japanese Grand Prix. He was getting closer and closer. His teammate was struggling for grip. And finally, at the start of lap 29, Hamilton can see his teammate in his wing mirrors, and he can get on with leading the Japanese Grand Prix. There's Rosberg pulling out onto the right-hand side. Now as we run down and locking up brakes, Nico Rosberg goes into the lead at turn 1 and then goes very wide indeed in that first braking zone. And is this the lead of the race? Going to Lewis Hamilton. There go the 2 Mercedes. They almost touch at the end of the back straight as Hamilton takes over the lead of the US Grand Prix. Been gaining on his teammates, and now the gain has turned into a big plus. Hamilton leads the US Grand Prix, and the crowd are going mad. It's lights out, and away we go, and Hamilton makes a great start from 2nd place, and he's way ahead of Nico Rosberg into the first turn. Rosberg under pressure, but he stays ahead of the Williams.
That was a mighty getaway, wasn't it? In the second phase too, he just took off as Rosberg bogged down and just didn't get off the line.
Felipe Massa now in stalking distance and ready to pounce. It's an easy kill, isn't it, for Felipe Massa? 2nd place is his now, to a round of applause in the Williams garage. We're on board with Valtteri Bottas, who's making his way past people, as you can see. This time it's Nico Rosberg, who's dropped back another place. But Hamilton out on his own. A season of hard work is coming to an end because Lewis Hamilton comes around the final corner. It's not Rosberg, it's Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world in 2014.
Sensational drive from Massa, just 2.5 seconds behind at the end.
2014 world champion.
World champion! Oh my God! I can't believe it! Thank you so much, guys!
It's Lewis Hamilton that wins the duel in the deserts, takes the victory, and more importantly, the championship too.